Immersed in Jewish time, guided by enduring values, compelled to moral action, we create profound connections. When I came into this role, I had the opportunity to share my vision with the congregation. I'm so grateful to be able to turn to a vision statement that reflects our partnership with leadership and with our membership, a statement that challenges us and a statement that inspires us.
So when I think about Jewish time, I'm thinking about the holidays, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, starting the year, getting really a fresh perspective on everything. But it's not the only thing that is Jewish time. We're thinking about Shabbat. We're thinking about the time that we spend with our friends and family and those traditions that we have passed down from generation to generation.
When I think of Jewish time, I really think of the long evolution of Judaism. As just sort of general Americans, we kind of look at the year through the holidays that we all celebrate. And then there's this overlay of Jewish time, of Passover and the High Holy Days that just completely enriches the rest of the calendar for us. And it feels very special. So that's my other looking at Jewish time.
I think Jewish time through history is represented in our Torah and the study of the history of our people, which, because we're Reformed Jews, remains relevant every day of the year, every week of the year, every season. It seems that no matter what we face in life today, there's a historical piece to it, and there's a story about that in the Torah.
To me, Jewish values are not just about the sort of thing that I can do for myself, but it's the sort of thing that I can do for my community. We've been handed down not just these rules, but these responsibilities to ourselves and to others. And living life Jewishly, really keeping with the Jewish values that we've been handed from the generations, is really important to me and to us as a congregation.
Jewish values have to do with respecting individuals. Jewish values have to do with looking out for others, taking care of the less fortunate. In some cultures, for example, widows are shunned, but to me, in Jewish values, we're guided, we're instructed to look out for the widow, to look out for the orphan, to care for those beyond ourselves. And that's always been very meaningful to me.
Yeah, I'm totally about tikkun olam, and so I've always done whatever I could, whether it's in my community, my Jewish community, my gay community. As I said, I have lots of different identities, and so I'm a white man, I'm LGBT, I'm Jewish, and so I come into this synagogue with those identities, always trying to think of the best way to meld them together, to educate other people, and so those are my enduring values.
When asked about being compelled to moral action, what resonates most with me is a project called Breaking Bread on Broad. And that was a program that offered free meals to teens in the neighborhood, as well as fun and educational programming in between breakfast and lunch during the summer months, while they weren't able to get those meals or that education or activity at school. It was a platform for congregants to volunteer time to help with reading exercises, with math, with yoga, and it really fostered a community of, just a community of strength and safe space.
I am involved with PRISM, which is the queer connections group here at RS. So I work with that group and to do things that are representative of Jewish queer life events, like coming out in October and Pride in the spring. So being courageous enough to come out and then proud enough to celebrate it. And also to work with the synagogue to look at how we could make this synagogue the most inclusive, culturally competent Jewish institution in the city.
We're very committed at Rodeph Shalom to social justice initiatives. We've done work with other faith-based organizations. We've done work with the new sanctuary movement that is dedicated to helping undocumented immigrants stay in the United States when they're under threat of deportation. We do countless programs here within the community. We've taken the fences down from around our property so that we can really be part of this neighborhood.
It's been said that through engagement, through human connection, we come closer to God. And irrespective of what your definition of God is, when you feel like you've made a connection with another human being just by saying hello, just by asking how was their day, just by welcoming them in, inviting them into our home, those kinds of connections sustain us and make Rodeph Shalom a home.
The people are really what keep me coming back. The clergy and the congregants, the wonderful friends that I've made here. I feel comfortable when I come to Rodeph Shalom. It's like no place I've ever been.
When I think of creating profound connections, I think of the best way to do that is belonging to a synagogue and doing it as a group. It's very hard to do that as an individual, but as a group, we are encouraged by others, and I think we do it in a more democratic way.
There's this incredible feeling to me of this is a place I belong, and you don't feel that in many other situations. And I think those are the kind of connections that they don't come from people where you work. It comes from family, and this is a lot like that.
I know that when I come here, I'm going to be comforted. I'm going to be with my friends. I'm going to be with my people. And I know it sounds crazy, but when I'm with my peeps, it's everything.
If I could describe Rodeph Shalom in one word, it would be welcoming.
Inclusion.
Community.
Community. It is my community.
If I could describe Rodeph Shalom in one word, that word would be love.
I feel eager to help to bring this vision statement to life with all of you.